Good afternoon, children. Today we are going to learn about ribosomes. Ribosomes are granule-like structures, and these are discovered by George Palade in the year 1953. So he called them as dense particles in the cytoplasm. Dense particles in the sense they are very thick in nature. Very thick particles are located inside the cytoplasm are called ribosomes. So the name was given by George Palade when he is observing the cytoplasm under the electron microscope. He discovered these. If you see the location of the ribosomes, they are located in two places. They are located in two places. Those are, one is inside the cytoplasm. See, this is all cytoplasm only. Inside the cytoplasm, the granule-like materials are called ribosomes. And then second location is they are attached to the rough endoplasmic reticulum. These granules are attached to the endoplasmic reticulum. So we are calling this as a rough endoplasmic reticulum. So the location of the ribosomes are, one is inside the cytoplasm very freely attached, and second one is on the surface of the rough endoplasmic reticulum they are attached. Okay, next one, composition. If you see the composition of the ribosomes, they are made up of RNA and proteins. RNA means ribonucleic acid. Ribonucleic acid. So if you see the structure of a ribosome, there will be two subunits, larger subunit and smaller subunit. And these two larger and smaller subunits are associated and work together only by the presence of magnesium ions. So here if you see the units, ribosomes can be measured with Swedberg unit, means it denotes the size and density, means thickness or mass of the ribosome. Based on the Swedberg, it is divided into two types, 70S ribosomes and 80S ribosomes. 70S ribosomes can be seen in the cells which are not having the nucleus. They are called prokaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cells. Next one is eukaryotic cells. 80S ribosomes are present in eukaryotic cells, the cells with proper nucleus. Okay. Next one, what are the uses of ribosomes? They provide space in the cytoplasm and they are helpful for proteins. They are helpful for protein manufacturation, means to prepare the proteins or to synthesize the proteins we need ribosomes. And next one, if you see the 70S and 80S ribosomes structure, they have subunits. I told na, they have subunits. Here we'll see here 70S ribosomes, they are present in prokaryotic cells. Their subunits are 50S and 30S. Don't add these two because it is not by the addition, it is just because of the density. Next one, 80S ribosomes composed of 60S and 40S subunits. Okay, 70S ribosomes and 80S ribosomes. 70S is present in prokaryotic cells. 80S ribosomes are present in eukaryotic cells. So this is about ribosomes. Prepare well and practice it carefully. Stay home, drink plenty of water, and please go through the video frequently. Thank you.